Okay, back for another video. Been talking about going into a new season and kind of assessing how well you're going to do or how to formulate a plan on how to win. Going more in detail into that, I talked about assessing like server power overall. This video is showing you another way you can assess server power. The previous, I think, two videos talked about assessing server power by looking at rankings. Feel free to go back and look at those videos to, I guess, get a better idea about that. This video is going to talk to you about assessing server power using like the coalition strength. This is super, I guess, a little bit more simple than looking at the rankings. And then let's see. So this is what another way you can do it. We got the wild, steadfast, fearless, resilient, purple. I'm gonna go gold or yellow, orange, and pink. So looking at purple, I see they got two coalitions. And then if you look at the clan power for those coalitions, you got 21, 19, and 24. I'm sure that averages out to probably like 21 to 22, overall. And then they have a third coalition with one clan in it. Maybe they'll add another somewhere between so that they have a full two coalitions. But what you're doing on this screen is comparing each one to each other. And that's how you determine how well or how well the season was matched. So with gold, we already determined in the like ranking setting, they seem to have a pretty big advantage over everyone else. If we look at here, their clan power is almost near 30. So overall, it's probably 28, 29, as you can see there. So their main coalition is pretty hefty, but their second coalition is pretty, not hefty, pretty weak. But if you look at purple only have one clan in their second coalition, and and they have three. So probably in a better shape than purple is. Going on to orange, average for the first code is about 20. Average for the second close, probably 22, with this last one being 16. Probably for whatever reason, probably in Orange's best interest to switch out one of these 22s, switch out either Fame or Galaxy for Win. But there's a lot of politics as far as how coalitions are made up. But and you don't always need the strongest clans or the most powerful clans in the first coalition. So a little bit of a power difference there. But while they're not as strong as this coalition, overall they got two pretty healthy coalitions. Not one super strong one and one weak one. They got two healthy ones. So if used correctly, they probably can do a lot of damage. And then pink, we got one. I would say this is probably on the lower end of a healthy coalition. And then this one is probably mid healthy. So these two should probably switch also. And then they'll have a strong coalition mixed with a mediocre one, probably 12, 19, and 8. Yeah. So just looking overall, we see that these people have this the strongest coalition by far, with their average clan power being like 28, 29 million. Everyone else's average clan power is like 22 million. You got 225. So you got four clans in the like 25 and 26 range. All the other clans are 22 million and below. So I'm going to say, while this is not probably the best matching the game has done, it's definitely not the worst for sure. It could be a lot worse. But there's an opportunity to win. So given a game like this, if none of these players know each other, it's probably ideal for these two and this one to team up so that this server doesn't run the map. Um, I can tell you that that's not how the season's set up already. But in general, if I were going into if this was like a brand new season and I didn't know anybody and no one else knew anybody, because one frustrating aspect of the game is that you do have people who are friends with other servers, and because they're friends with that server, they think that their friends deserve a higher place in what they can earn. That's always frustrating, but I mean, at the end of the day, you just try your best. You play the game. If you really want to win, you spend a lot. And I mean, that's it. But in determining server power, for sure, the Steadfast seems to have an advantage over everybody else. And it is going to take, I won't say a heroic effort for anyone else to win overall or place highly. So basically, if you think the season was a loss, you would say, all right, well, let's just do the best we can and not overexert ourselves and save our resources for next season. If you do think that the season's salvageable because you can work with one of these other servers, then you start building relationships and making new friends. Um, the numbers game does catch up to the super strong servers. I will say that, which is why I would be optimistic about going into the server. And I mean, I am. Um, Last season, again, I was the strongest player on the map. It required me to be on like, I don't know, 20 hours a day sometimes just for us to like secure the victory. And if gold is not built like that, then it's not going to be hard to beat them. They might hold Sanctuary because they're the strongest, or in this case, I think this is a 60, Calm 60, and they might hold I guess a Calm 59. But if these other servers use their resources wisely and use their numbers game against good old gold here, then they'll have a chance. So I think that covers everything as far as reading a new season, and I guess, and kind of determining how well you would do. Um, I'm going to do another video or two on what I think I need to do to be competitive in this season. Um, and yeah, that'll be it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have questions or comments or whatever. And I'll talk to you soon.